Is there any sort of like old TV show that you want to see do a reunion? Not necessarily a reboot, like maybe a one-off movie.
Probably
Um,
Buffy and Angel for me.
yeah, yeah, that would be good. I kind of want a King of the Hill like one-off movie. It'd be hard though because Dale's gone, and
Yeah. And then
so
were
was
they
Luann and
they were
Lucky.
supposed to reboot that, weren't they?
Yeah, yeah, they were, but I kind of don't want a full reboot now that Dale's dead.
I mean, they could
I kind like if they did a one. I'd
give
rather
him
have
an
it just be
AI
like a
voice.
one-off movie.
They could give him an AI. They
I
could
don't want
the whole
that.
thing is AI.
No, I'd rather just not have the character at that point.
Um,
Come back for the funeral.
you can just have an impersonator. No one will know.
You know, I just say come back for the funeral. Get us some shenanigans.
No, if Dale's not in it, there's no point.
Dale's the best character.
Right.
Dale and Bobby, Carrie.
I must say Bobby's the best one. I would say Martin. I want Martin to have a show, well, not show, but just a one-off. Martin to have a one-off, and maybe even Jamie Foxx show have a one-off. I feel like that'd be cool too.
This is very white of me, but I'd like to see Cheers.
That is very white of you.
That is very white of me. But I'd like to see what happened to Sam and who his true love was, and what happened to Cheers.
Oh, we could get Scrubs. I would love to see like
Ooh,
another
Scrubs
episode
would
of
be really
Scrubs.
good.
Give me
I-
But it has to
wait
have-
another
it has
10
to
years.
have- It has to have JD and
Yeah, in 10 years. They're not old
yeah.
enough yet. They're not old enough yet.
It's
I
been
think
like
they need
10
to be
years since the show
No,
ended.
right, that's not long enough. We need them older.
They might die
trying-
at that time.
I want them to be in their
die.
I want them to be in their late 50s.
I think honestly, I think they are.
No, they
They're
can't
like
be.
in their
I
40s.
say they've got to be in
I
their
think they're
40s.
legit for their age.
Oh, maybe they are in their 50s.
Maybe early 50s.
Did you guys think
I don't
that
know,
show?
somebody look it up.
Like, I'll look it up real quick.
Family Matters. I'd see a
No.
one-off Family Matters.
I'm
good
kind
on
of good on.
that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
No. I want to
I
see it.
want that.
I want to see it. I want to see. Was it Moira? No.
Donald Faison's 49.
Okay, so yeah, give another 10 years.
No,
No, you can do it now. Yeah, but because we need to have. If we're gonna do that, we have to have Dr. Cox. He's old
Yep.
as shit.
I'm about to say he about to go.
We gotta have We have to have Kelso, or is it Kelso?
No, he's.
I think
He's
Kelso.
alive.
I'm gonna say I think he died in real life. But yeah, JD's 48 in real life. Zach Braff, he's 48, so it's 48 and 49. They can do it.
No, in 10 years. They could do it in 10 years.
No, he's gone.
No, he's
No,
still
what's
alive.
that?
Dr. Kelso's still alive, but he's 83, so
I
we gotta
said-
do this now.
Yeah,
No way.
he has to.
You know, I don't know. We're getting
Record as
another
parts
10 years.
now and then wait 10 more years because
No, just do it now.
Do it now.
It's so much work.
You can do both. Do one now, do a one-off now, and then do another one-off in 10 years. See where they ended. Because that final season when they went to med school sucked.
That shit was ass. Yeah, I remember that shit was ass.
It's like you could have just ended it with when JD left. Like we didn't
I-
need this.
you know, here's the thing about that last season though, is it had a good cast. You had Dave Franco. You had famous Jet Jackson. That's it. That's all I remember.
That was it. Dave Franco. That was it.
The dude who played Jet Jackson, fortunate that he passed. Like, you know, because he was great.
Jackson.
Yeah, he was on the show. Famous Jet Jackson.
I thought he died before that.
No. I'm pretty sure he was the
Jet Jackson.
Yeah. Because that was I want to say that was one of his last roles.
But yeah, the issue was that like most of the main characters weren't there. Like it was just Turk and then I think the janitor were like the only two like original characters that transferred over. Is like I don't give a shit about these interns.
I think Dr. Cox is still there too, though.
Yeah, I just want Dr. Cox, JD, Turk. What's the wife's name?
He was in
Elliot?
Scrubs. He played Derek,
What?
2009, 3 episodes. So no, I don't think it was that last season, but he was in. Yeah, season 8. He was in season 8 for 3 episodes.
Okay, so that's
Okay.
the season before.
Yeah, I don't
And
remember.
it
I don't
wasn't
remember last
famous
season of
Jet
Scrubs like
Jackson.
that.
Yeah, I remember the famous Jet
watching
Jackson.
him like, yeah, because I think he committed suicide in real life.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. He did in 20. He was apparently on
Well,
Brazilian Isles, and that went till 2014. And the last thing it said 2012. So
You know, I said 2012. I was like
2013. He passed in 2013. But
Yeah, that's
I
sad.
would have. I love the famous Jet Jackson.
I don't remember it. Like I
loved
remember bits and
it a
pieces
lot.
of it, but I don't remember it like that.
If he obviously didn't pass away, that would have been one of my on top of my list for stuff I'd like to see in the future. The famous Jet Jackson movie was fun.
I know they made a movie.
Oh, he was. Apparently, I don't remember him in Friday Night Lights, but apparently he was in Friday Night Lights. Is this the show or the movie? Oh, it's the movie.
We know what show I kind of wish came back, but I don't know if it would be good. Mad TV. I thought
it would be good.
It
would be good because
TV was better than SNL.
I think they could.
It was better. It was better, and the cast was like. It depends what cast you get too, because like the beginning cast they had, and then like the one they had like towards the middle were fire.
Right.
I mean, look at who they had. They had Will Sasso. They had was it McDonald?
Yeah,
Norm McDonald. No, not more. Was it Norm McDonald?
No, it wasn't Norm McDonald. It was.
Are you talking about the beginning? Are you talking about the beginning? Or are you talking about later?
No, it wasn't Norm McDonald's. It was
like in the
Mad.
middle.
Because Will Sasso was there for a minute. So
Will Sasso. Michael McDonald. Bobby Lee.
Yeah, you're talking about later. You're talking about later.
Deborah Wilson, Alex Bornstein, Artie Lang. Bro, this is
Harry Spears,
Jordan Peele, Keegan-Michael Key, Phil Lamar. This cast is fucking insane when you look at it. Andy Daly. Yeah, there was a lot, but Jesus Christ, Ken Jeong.
That's a lot of that's towards the middle though, because the beginning, like I said, you had people like Orlando Jones, you had Phil Lamar,
Spears.
Deborah Wilson, Will Sasso, like those. That was like my favorite cast. The middle one was cool too. Like they had a lot of people like Keegan, what's the name? Keegan-Michael Key, and Michael Peele. Like that was cool. Jordan Peele. That was a cool cast too with Bobby Lee. But yeah, I think nothing could beat that first cast they had. That shit was fire.
Yeah, the first.
I think that and like in Living Color, we're fighting for best cast. I don't know if you ever seen The Living Color.
14 seasons.
But then like another show where like towards the end it got bad because the cast changed and like
I wish this was streaming.
It wasn't great comedians at that point.
No, but that
it was just doing shit.
That was so good.
And what's the lady's name? I'm like, oh,
I remembered her name, and then right away I was about to say it, I forgot. Pat, was it Pat?
Yeah, I think it was Pat.
That shit used to have me.
No,
the one I remember the most is when she goes to like a Vegas like buffet, and she starts like she puts her head like under the sneeze guard and just and starts like, coughing on everything. The guy's like, you can't do that.
I don't understand what the point of that shit was, but that shit was hilarious.
So what we're saying is we need a Mad TV reunion movie, right? We get all the best sketches.
Yeah,
bring Phil Lamar back. One of the goats.
Orlando Jones. Yeah, I agree.
He looky like a man.
He looking like a man. I forget. He was in there too.
Look what I can do. Look what
Welcome to Geek in the Sheets. Look what I can do.
Did we play the ad music?
What?
We played. Yeah, we did. Right.
The intro.
Intro music.
Because we don't do ads on the show because nobody ever uploaded the right ads. Welcome to Geek in the Sheets, the podcast where we indulge our nerdy passions and explore the latest in pop culture. I'm your host, Hi-Fi Mike, and I'm joined by the bad guy Kenny and D-Bunny.
Whoa! Why am I getting second billing?
Because you're the guest.
Yeah,
I still deserve top billing. They don't call me him. They
speaking
don't
of-
call me him Burton for nothing.
Tim Burton is disgusting.
That is a weird name. What is happening?
him Ross.
We're gonna start the show off like we do every week. We're gonna do our geeky stuff of the week. So what we've been nerding over the last 2 weeks, because last week we did our recap of Rubber. Damone, what have you been doing nerdy shit this week? Last 2 weeks.
I've been watching a shit ton of Gordon Ramsay shit.
Me too.
So like Hell's Kitchen, Hotel Hell, Kitchen Nightmares. Just watching a whole lot of Gordon Ramsay.
Imagine going to the hotel called Hotel Hell and then having a bad time and then complaining. Like it's Hotel Hell.
That's just the name of the show.
No, I know. I understand that's not actually called a hotel named Hell. But think about if you went to hotel called Hotel Hell, had a bad time, and then was surprised.
Yeah,
I wouldn't go. I would go.
But I really want to go to Gordon. I really want to go to
Gordon Ramsay's house. Yeah, me too.
Well, yeah, but I really want to go to Hell's Kitchen.
Me
like
too.
When they're recording. Even
Me
if
too.
I don't eat. Even if I end up not
Oh
getting
no, I want to eat. I want to eat the beef Wellington. I want to have the risotto. I want to eat all the shit they always fuck up on. I want the beef Wellington risotto. I want the what's the other thing they always fuck up on?
The fish. They always fuck up on fish. You gotta get
the lamb.
Yeah, the lamb they always fuck up on too.
I want all the shit they fuck up on. I just want to hear them. Where's the lamb? I'm like, get that lamb together.
It's over there, you fucking donut.
I hate when they cut to the customer. They're trying to be like, all of a sudden they're like, they know all about the kitchen out of nowhere. They're like, yeah, it's not cooked the way it should be. I'm like, shut up. You don't know shit about the kitchen.
Bad guy, what have you been nerding out this week?
So at first I thought I didn't watch anything, and I was like, damn, I watched a lot actually. So I watched Ready Player One, not all the way through though, but I watched it like halfway through. I watched this anime called Baki Hana, which I do not recommend. This shit was trash. I watched like 5-6 episodes of background noise. I was like, what the fuck am I watching? And what was the other thing I watched? I just had it just a second ago too. I Spy. I rewatched I Spy. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's one of those movies that like I forget is good, then I watch it, I'm like, damn. Shit's still fire. Kelly Robinson is probably one of the best fictional athletes ever. Eddie Murphy playing a boxer that's 58-0, and every time he beats you, he gets a tattoo, like he gets a tally mark tattooed on his arm. Shit's hard. I had to give his props for that. Shit was hard. Check it out.
Oh, you already did yours. Anything else?
Nah.
Nope. Cool. I've been watching the Drew Carey Show while playing Devil May Cry 1. That's been my thing. Is I throw on the Drew Carey Show and play Devil May Cry 1 while sitting in bed. Also watched The Strangers with my girlfriend. That was fun. That was apparently it's based on true events, and that is fucked up because it is a fucked up movie, guys.
Yeah.
And I finally got up to Freddy vs. Jason, and it's really hard to get through.
Freddy vs. Jason hard to get through?
Yeah.
Really?
I gotta go back and start it over because I'm over halfway, but I'm like, I can't, for whatever reason, is not holding my attention in the fucking slightest.
That's my movie too.
And then I'm gonna go and watch Jason X, and then I'm gonna watch New Nightmare.
Where's the one where he goes into space? Is that Jason X?
Jason X. That movie is awful.
And New Nightmare, and then I'm gonna watch they both had remakes, right? Yeah, both Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street both had a remake more recently. So I'm gonna watch
Jason had a good Friday the 13th had a really good remake.
I haven't watched it. I have no idea how it's gonna be.
That one, he's running in this one. He's not walking. He's running. He's running full speed.
That's the whole thing about Jason is it's cool that he's just slow and walking.
Not that new one. He's sprinting. Like he's not just running. He's sprinting at you.
Right,
and it's scary.
I don't want to know anything else.
I'm not gonna spoil him. I'm just saying the fact that he's sprinting.
I don't want to spoil it. I don't want you to put these thoughts in my head and then I think about them when I'm watching.
Oh yeah, but I would say that one's really good. I think Nightmare on Elm Street remake was ass.
I'm gonna find it because it is not Robert Englund.
It's not him. Right? It's what the fuck is his name? The guy that played Rorschach in Watchmen. I can't think of his name right now.
Well, it doesn't matter because you can't see his face anyways.
No, you can see his face. It's nasty.
Well, I mean, the Watchmen, so I couldn't tell you who it was.
Jackie Earl Haley. That's his name. Jackie Earl Haley.
Gotcha.
He's playing him. He's supposed to play. He wanted to play him in the original, like back in the day. He wanted to play the original Freddy Krueger, but I guess
Robert Englund.
Oh yeah, my fault. He didn't want to play Robert Englund. He wanted to play Johnny Depp's character. My fault. He wanted to play Johnny Depp's character, but he wasn't good looking enough. So that's what he wanted Johnny Depp.
You know who they had before Johnny Depp? They wanted in that role.
Who?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Hey, I can see it. I watched both Wall Street last night too. That's my shit.
They wanted Leo. Wait, I'm wrong. I'm mixing it up with another movie. Leo was Scream.
Who they wanted
the reason that I got that is so they
probably the boyfriend.
So Billy Loomis was supposed to. They wanted so originally with Billy. I think for Billy Loomis they wanted Depp, but Depp was too old at that point and didn't want to do the movie. And then they wanted Leo. They also wanted Leo. Leo couldn't do the movie because he did Titanic instead.
Which, in hindsight, was probably the better choice.
Yeah, it's a better
they ended up with whoever they had play Billy Loomis. Because Billy, if you watch Scream, the guy who plays Billy Loomis acts a whole lot like fucking Johnny Depp in fucking whatchamacallit, in Nightmare.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I can see that.
And he kind of looks like
him.
He's
got the hair.
Well, yeah, he got the same. I was gonna say he kind of looks like Leo.
Yeah,
the same person made it too, so it makes sense.
Marvel is considering reviving the original Avengers cast. According to the report, the possibility has been recently discussed, but Marvel Studio hasn't yet fully committed to the idea. One big issue is it wouldn't be cheap to bring back those original stars, as noted how Downey's upfront pay for Iron Man 3 was around $25 million. With most new Marvel Studios releases making less money at the box office compared to the predecessors, there also talks about pulling back on the huge budgets for these movies. When it comes to the creative approach, however, that shouldn't be a problem. Given how the multiverse would make it very easy to resurrect the deceased characters, because that's what Marvel does. This would include Cap and Black Widow, but Johansson?
Yeah.
Without saying her first name, it really takes me off guard. Said clearly on Gwyneth Paltrow's podcast earlier this year, chapter is over. I did all that I had to do, which wasn't much. I added that last part. When Downey,
whoa. We're not going to disrespect Black Widow.
Yeah, we are. When Downey,
I can't respect her either. She was so cold in Iron Man 2 that that Stark looked at. He was like, "Huh? Say something." That's how bad she was. What? Say something.
That is bad as fuck.
she looked good that ring. He's like,
"Huh?" When Downey, as asked by Extra this year if he'd want to do another Iron Man film, he suggested they should ask Tom Cruise instead of him, stating, does Tom Cruise want to do that? Addressing Cruise, Downey then advised, don't take it.
I think we're superstars.
Look, we're done.
We're done with.
Let's wrap this phase up.
Yeah,
give it 10 years, and you can bring it back with Scrubs.
Yeah, I think we're done with superheroes for the moment.
Yeah,
I think they've run their course.
They're not making the money anymore.
We don't need to bring all those guys back.
We don't.
No, it's not going to make a difference.
It's just a money grab at that point, and hoping that bringing them back is going to reverse them losing all this money.
Which
but
it won't.
Thing is, there's too many superhero movies, and
then it's like
there's too many shows, and there's just too much.
It's
Yeah.
like, what was the point of Infinity War? Not Infinity War, but yeah, that too. What's the point of Infinity War and fucking I don't know. It's just pissing me off. And Endgame, yeah. Like, what was the point of that thing?
I mean,
Like,
it definitely closed out that phase, but like it's been all
it was a
downhill
good
since then.
ending, right? Yeah, it had a perfect, great
Outside
ending.
of Spider-Man.
Right, you had outside of Spider-Man. Spider-Man is the only one doing well.
So
But
shut
outside
it
of
all down except for
Spider-Man,
Spider-Man.
yeah, pretty much.
And
You give it to
Deadpool.
Miles Morales.
Actually, don't shut it
live
all down.
action.
Let's keep it going as long as we get more Deadpool.
I just need them to get their shit together, and we
Yeah,
don't
that's
need
fine.
we don't need as many projects. I'd rather you just give me one good project a year instead of giving me
10.
5 mediocre projects a year.
One good project a year, but also one Deadpool.
And I can keep up better too, because it's like, damn, I gotta fucking watch Loki now. Like, I gotta watch this now. Like, I
I'm
haven't
not
watched
doing
any
any of
Loki
that.
season 2. I
Unless
haven't watched any Loki season 2 yet.
unless they made a Spider-Man Deadpool TV show, would be perfect. Just saying, those comics were fantastic. I would love to see Spider-Man Deadpool, even though I know what they're trying to do is they're gonna do Deadpool Wolverine. Wolverine. Am I saying it wrong again? Wolverine.
You did say it weird at first. You said like
Wolverine.
Wolverine, like wall.
I stretched the O, but Wolverine.
Wall.
Wolverine. Like he throws it back against the wall.
Yeah. Wolverine. No, is it Wolverine or Wolverine?
Wolverine.
Then why'd you say get back against the wall?
Because you said Wolverine.
Wolverine.
Right, I'm trying to say Wolverine. Wolverine. Anyways, they're trying to do the best friend thing between Wolverine and Deadpool, which is great and all, and I could see it, and I feel like that happened in the comics. But Spider-Man, Deadpool, that's the combination I want. But
I just don't think you'll get a TV show.
Let me get it as I. Oh, that'd be great though if I could. I'll even take an animated.
Because I don't know if Tom Holland and Ryan Reynolds would commit to doing a TV show.
Oh, I feel like Ryan Reynolds would.
Maybe.
What does Tom Holland have going
on? Banging
Spider-Man.
Zendaya.
I was about to say he's been doing shit. I saw him get pinned up against the wall.
It wouldn't
be.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing, though. The way that they shoot these shows is like shooting a movie. So really, they wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
True. But I agree. Instead of doing 50 different superheroes a year, just do like one, crush that one, and we can live with that. As opposed to doing 50 different fucking doing the minor superhero, like the superhero's third cousin, fourth removed.
She-Hulk. Why didn't you just call her by name?
I don't care about Miss Marvel. Like, I don't care about her. Like,
yeah, I don't care about this Miss Marvel film is gonna whatever it is, it's gonna flop.
I didn't care about,
and they're gonna blame the character, but it's not the character. It's just that we're done.
Yeah, it ran its course. Let's go to martial arts movies now.
Five Nights at Freddy's had Peacock's biggest 5-day debut ever. As of October 31st, the Blumhouse and Universal Pictures project has officially had the biggest 5-day debut of any Peacock title. According to the press release from Universal, it didn't offer any viewership numbers, but it did say that it dethrones the 5-day viewership totals for Halloween Ends and the Super Mario Brothers movie. Simultaneous to the film's October 27th release on Peacock, Five Nights at Freddy also premiered in the theaters. It opened to 132.7 million globally, securing the video game's adaptation status as the biggest horror film opening of 2023.
I might have checked that out. I might have checked that out for real.
What I realized is this is big because the kids who were into it when they were children are now where we were when we got all of our
like preteens, teens.
Shit. I mean, we're talking these were kids, right? Because like 7-8-year-olds, but this was like what 10 years ago almost. Five Nights at Freddy's has been around for a while.
Like
I
my
know, but
kids know.
I watched the movie version though. That because like
I'm not gonna watch
the
it.
game was cool. So like I watched the movie.
I didn't play the game.
I didn't play the game either,
I
but
wasn't
like
into it.
my kids know about it because Roblox has like
Mm,
adaptations of it. So like they know what it is, but they haven't watched it. I probably won't let
yeah.
them. And I probably
It's
won't watch it, but
not that I love horror movies. I just don't care about Five Nights at Freddy's. Also, there's a better version. It's called Willy's Wonderland. It has Nicolas Cage, who doesn't say a word.
Nicolas Cage in the movie not talking is wild.
yeah,
It's and he does amazing. He
probably because
does
he's not
all
talking.
the acting without speaking.
So he's on
I know
mine.
he's over the top because he's already over the top. So I know his
He does.
actions over the
It's
top.
great. It's so good. Netflix is opening physical stores.
Why?
Bloomberg recently reported that Netflix will
Blockbuster.
open physical stores called Netflix Houses beginning in 2025.
So Blockbuster.
Details are scant, but the report quoted Netflix's Josh Simon as saying opening stores is a way to allow fans to immerse themselves even more in the world of Netflix's movies and TV shows. Previously, Netflix opened a pop-up restaurant in LA. Blockbuster, a movie rental chain whose fortunes declined amid the shift to digital and streaming, posted the reaction on Twitter. It said, "Oh boy, should we tell Netflix how this ends?" They just got rid of all their DVDs.
Yes.
You should have thought of that before you decided to liquidate everything. Also, this is an awful idea.
I feel like they didn't get rid of all. Like they just stop.
Nope,
Sending
they
them
were
out.
selling. The way that they're doing it was they were just giving out DVDs to people that ordered them. You didn't even have to buy them. If you had the DVD thing and you had things on your list, they were just sending you the DVDs if they could.
But so I'm sure, but they still have a surplus because there's not that many people still doing the DVDs shit.
There's more than you think, apparently.
But yeah,
This
it's an
sounds awful.
awful. It's a bad idea. Well, maybe not because
No,
like
it's a bad business model.
because record like if you told me like records like actual like records on a record
Uh-huh.
player,
But you're not renting records. You're not going to rent records.
no, but the idea of buying records sounds dumb when you can
Right.
fucking stream and stuff.
But they're not just
But-
selling these movies, Simone. They're telling you to rent them when you can just
I'm
do
not
it.
going to do that. Let me clarify. I'm never going to a Netflix store. It could be
That-
next to my house, and I would never go to it.
Look, I do think that there is a market still for physical media as well as a rental place. I fully 1000% believe that, but it can't just simply be a rental place. You're gonna have to jazz it up, maybe have like a fucking speakeasy or a bar in the back. But
You know what you got to do?
I can see doing it.
people
in certain
do like
cities.
it. There's
I
the
can see
nostalgia
doing it-
factor.
right?
But I wouldn't do it for a place called Netflix House. I'd have to go to like a fake Blockbuster ripoff or like a Family Video, even though they don't have those anymore.
I was gonna say I could see it being like if you did it in like New York City or like LA, like big cities, it being
Yeah.
a hipster hangout.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
where, like hipsters go to and like, oh, you guys are streaming. We sit and we watch
We
it
still
the
use
traditional
DVDs.
way. We watch it the real way, watching VHSs.
That's like having the case in your hand, huh? So it's like I think
Nothing like
that'd be
the
cool
smell.
though.
Nothing like the smell of a VHS.
Yeah, it's got to be VHS. They can't be doing DVDs.
Well, then watching these new movies in VHS is crazy. So you got like I don't know. I think if you're gonna do it, you gotta go all out. You gotta be able to rent. You gotta be able to buy. You gotta have the fucking raisinets in the front. You got raisinets, little popcorn in the front. Then you gotta have go in the back and have the beads. You gotta have the beads. That one room with the beads in it.
Yeah, the corn.
that we weren't allowed to be in as kids. And then
You
so
gotta, have
adults
the
can go
sign,
back
you gotta
in.
have the sign that says "Be Kind, Rewind." Which is a good underrated movie, by the way.
Be Kind Rewind is good. Most Def is great.
I haven't seen a movie in forever. I think I saw it one time, and that was when it came out.
Microsoft bans unauthorized third-party Xbox controllers and accessories. The company has begun banning any third-party Xbox controllers and accessories that aren't part of the Design for Xbox Hardware Partner Program.
Man, what am I just poor?
The error code is explained in detail in Microsoft's support blog. From the moment you connect an unauthorized accessory and receive error code 0x82D60002, you'll have 2 weeks to use the accessory. They're giving you a doom clock. A doomsday clock on this. You'll have 2 weeks to use the accessory, after which time it will be blocked.
Yeah, Kenny, have you ever heard of just like not being poor?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, like we
just
couldn't
don't be
control
poor.
that.
Yeah,
Like
just don't
sometimes
be
like
broke.
we had the fake ass dual shocks. I forget the name
Yeah.
of it. Like,
I definitely had the one that was like see through. Like you
yep, that's the one.
the blue one that was
I had the
see
blue
through.
one.
Yeah, I had the same one, the blue one that was see through with the long ass cord.
Yep.
I
Yeah, that's
definitely
what,
had
I had that
one.
one.
They
I
got
had
me through
one that
some
had
tough
like
times.
fucking 5 analog sticks on it for some reason. I had one of those too. Like, bro, like we couldn't afford the real shit sometimes. We got
The
a
real shit was
$15
like $50.
controller.
They were like $50 controllers. Controllers aren't cheap. They're like $60.
Controller's still expensive, man.
Right.
And this is back in the day when it was like 4 people in the house playing the same game. So like,
Right.
whoever had that 4th controller, you were just asked out. You're like, damn, I got to play the cheap one. Like, yep,
Yeah,
you got to
you
just play that fucked up
gotta play the
controller.
cheap one.
Apparently, this is for them so they can curb down on cheating devices.
I figured that's what it was for. You know, because some people I guess some games like when you're shooting, like there's no recoil, like the way you're shooting with the certain controllers. Like I know some people use like they put rubber band on the analog stick for 2K and for shooting games, so that way it reduces recoil and when they shoot, it's like a perfect shot every time on
wow.
2K. So people are going all out. So I get it that they try to stop that, but
the ROG Ally. People are getting banned from Call of Duty lobbies for cheating from for that reason, kind of, but they're not doing anything that isn't allowed. It's just that it reads the some sort of setting on the Ally as a cheat when it's just a setting. It's a graphic setting.
My thing is, I feel like there's not that many people cheating. Also, it's a video game. Unless you're playing professionally, who gives a shit?
I'm the same way.
And just let me have my third party controller. Let me have my my North Korean controller.
Bro, I forget the name of the ones we had back in the day, but it's like, bro, let us keep that shit.
Mad Cats, man.
Yeah, that was that Mad Cats. Yeah.
Yep. Based on the exclusive rumors, the expectation of GTA 6 reveal trailer will drop sometime this month or next month, alongside word of a 2024 release date.
It's just Grand Theft Auto 5, and they just are.
I was gonna say I didn't think that shit was coming out for. I thought it was gonna be like NCAA. I kept telling because TK with the 2 games TK won, I'm telling him that shit's never coming out. He wants GTA 6 and NCAA, and I'm saying, bro, don't hold your breath.
These games ain't coming.
Well, then he's not gonna like what I say next. It's very unclear that it will unlikely reveal the game this year. If it's after its next financial call on November 7th. As nervousness builds among the fans that a game reveal trailer won't be revealed this year, and thus the game will probably not release next year. Yep, that one. A Rockstar Games insider has chimed in, noting that he's heard from some developers that the expectation is the game will not be revealed this year. If this happens, then the 2024 release becomes a 2025 release. The new information
ain't ever coming.
Information comes from the way of Legacy Killer HD.
We got a whole nother Saints Row in between by the time they in between the last
I think we got like 2 of them since then. I think
we got like 2 Saints Rows in between the time it took for them to maybe make this one. I don't understand why it's taking so goddamn long.
The new information.
The world.
All it is let me just kill some hookers, rob some stores.
I don't kill hookers when I play.
Give me a basic ass story. Let me get Let me get my 5-star rating so I can get chased by the fucking army and have to fucking
Yep.
steal a helicopter to survive.
That's all. That's all I used to do back in the day. I would just commit crimes to the point where I got all the stars and just not hide out, but just sit in one place and try to last as long as possible until I died. That was literally all I did when I played that shit.
Yeah, you just run around like cause chaos and then like try to survive as long as possible.
Like so,
that's the best part. Like that's the best part.
I don't kill prostitutes. I actually feel really bad for them.
I was stomping their ass out back in the day.
This new information comes all the way from Legacy Kill HD. Some developers want an announcement, but I know some don't, said the YouTuber. As far as I understand, still a lot of work to do. An announcement will be an inevitable release window. Just adds pressure.
So 2025 is the next release when they say it's gonna come out.
PlayStation Plus games for November 2023 announced. So these are your free games: Aliens, free Fireteam Elite, Mafia 2, which is a great game, and Dragon Ball: The Breakers.
Never heard of it.
I don't know. Look kind of fun. Lies of P sequel was announced. Director G. Ji-won Choi.
Yeah.
Didn't reveal any details about it, but given the first game has just released, and DLC.
I was gonna say, didn't that game just come out?
DLCs is still very early ages. We probably shouldn't expect a sequel anytime soon. It's great to see the indie game getting showered in critical and commercial success. So much that it prompts the developer to support the game first, or support the first game, and start ramping up for a follow-up game. We will not get any updates until 2024.
But the game just came out, so I get it.
But yeah,
I'm gonna watch that game comes out with a sequel before we get GTA 6.
Probably.
GTA 6 ain't never coming out, man.
GTA 6 is what's the Dr. Dre album that everyone kept saying need to come
The Chronic.
out? The Chronic. No, The Chronic is the one that came out.
Yeah, The Chronic.
No. Fuck.
I can't think of the name of it, but it's like that. Like it's
is it The Chronic 2? It's Chronic 2.
No.
Yeah, it's The Chronic 2.
Is it?
That's it. Because that's what Eminem makes a joke about it in one of his songs. All right, in the one song he does with Dre. Is it Forgot About Dre?
Yeah.
Forgot About Dre.
I'm gonna look up that lyric. Keep going.
Or like Chinese Democracy with Guns N' Roses. But
that one sucked.
Yeah, well, it took 20 years to make, so
yeah, it sucked.
That's good.
If it takes 20 years, it shouldn't suck.
Well, he used a different band.
What do you say to somebody gay? Anybody trying to bring somebody away? Somebody type of NWA.
Oh, I'm looking at it.
I am whatever I say.
So here on out to Chronic 2. Starting today and tomorrow's anew. I'm still loco enough to choke you to death with a Charleston Chew.
Chicken, Slim Shady. How did
that a set of twin babies? Mercedes Benz with the windows up, the temp goes up to the mid 80s. Color man ladies. Sorry, Doc, but I've been crazy. There's no way that you can't save me. Okay, go with him, Haley.
Go with him, Haley. Dada.
Dada?
Nowadays, everybody. All right, before we get all right, so Ghost of Tsushima movie is very close to having its shit together, says the director.
Wow.
We have a script. We're very close to getting our shit together. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm looking up the Chronic 2. I wanted to make sure. So there is no Chronic 2.
Detox.
Right?
It's
Detox.
That's the one.
But there is no Chronic 2. So
No.
I don't know, man. But yeah, Detox will never come out. We're never getting Detox. My stepdad used to have this. And I wish that I would have been able to get this. My stepdad used to have this cool fucking jacket that was the Chronic. It was such a cool jacket. Good story, right? I know. We have a script. We are very close to getting our shit together on that as well. Development is very tricky. It's studios, it strikes, and availabilities and scouting. You have to will things into existence. I think that the two things that I'm closest and most interested in are Highlander and Ghost of Tsushima. Both are amazing properties. The story of Ghost is also one of my favorite properties of all time. That's it. But there's apparently this Ghost of Tsushima movie coming out, which I don't think that needs to be a thing.
I don't know if it needed to be a movie. I
Unless
need to go finish it.
unless you cast the
Right.
people that played the characters in the game, it is going to suck.
Well, there's
Period.
also the mode like where you can have it where it's like a movie.
Yes.
Where like it's in black and white.
No, that's fine. I'm not worried about that.
But
If you
games
don't
and
have the
movies
people
are
that the
different, like,
actors that played the people in the game, then you're going to have a shit movie because they were
Oh,
all
yeah.
actors.
but they were voice actors, so
No,
maybe they're not.
they were all legitimate actors.
You got a fat dude as
No.
the main character.
They were actual actors.
He sounds nice though.
Like I've seen these people on screen.
But I will say, usually movie or game to movie is usually the best transition.
But it's not just the voice. They use their they use their faces too, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. The actors. So if you're playing that game, use like the main characters, like the one Asian dude.
Jin?
Yeah, Jin. His face is the actor's face.
Okay.
That's not an original face. That is That is the actor's face. The one dude that's I think it's like your sensei. He was in Lost. Like that's his
I was gonna
actual
say he's
face.
definitely real. I've seen him before. I just
Yeah.
didn't know him from.
So I definitely think they need to get those actors in there if they're gonna do it.
Well,
Nickelodeon.
I never finished it because like I got to the final act and then my hard drive messed up on my PlayStation, so I would have had to restart, and I just haven't.
That's why you gotta set cloud save, my dude. Nickelodeon All Star Brawl 2 reveals first DLC characters. First DLC characters will be Mr. Krabs, Uncle Iroh, Uncle Ira,
What?
Iroh,
Uncle Iroh from like Avatar?
yeah.
Like Iroh, Uncle Iroh.
And Zuko.
Leaves from the vine.
So you get Zuko and Iroh, in Rocksteady from TMNT. The first characters to join the fray will be Mr. Krabs, in early 2024.
But I'm good. I'm here for that. Playing as Zuko would be fire.
As far as pricing goes, they're $6.99 each, or you can get them all for $24.99.
Yeah.
The game itself is $49.99, so you could probably just get the deluxe for $69.99.
Yeah,
I would just do that.
That's expensive.
Right.
Also, video game
individual characters.
I miss when video games would be out for a couple years and then they would be down in price enough for you to be able to buy them.
Is that how it works?
It's not how it works anymore.
Nope. Like a game
really upsetting because
like 2011 will still be $60 fucking dollars.
Because
like,
I'd really like to try out Cyberpunk with the new updates. But
shit, you missed out. That game was $1 at one point.
I can't. I've never got it at that. I wish I would have gotten it at that point if it was $1.
Yeah, that shit was $1.
Like we saw. Go ahead.
I was gonna say like WWE like 13 will still be like $70 right now.
Oh yeah, it's still
$35.99.
Like, this game is 10 years old.
Yeah. Okay. So we did watch some trailers. We're gonna go over all the trailers here. This is Trailer Corner, guys. Manodrome, which was just Fight Club.
It was Fight Club. Fight Club
with Jesse Eisenberg. Yeah, it has Jesse Eisenberg, Adrian Brody, and Odessa Young. It looked fun, not fun in like a way, but
it looked interesting.
Yeah, that's probably the better word. We got Aqua Teen Hunger Force season 12 that comes out November 14th. Oh, Monodrome comes out the 10th. Aqua Teen comes out the 26th, and I am hyped.
Frylock, and I'm on top.
Liberty. We saw Liberty. That's
I'm still
about
confused.
Ass.
Yeah, it did not look fun. It looked. Yeah, I don't even know what else to say about it.
Vegan kidnaps people.
Yeah, basically. Blue Eye Samurai, which was a 3D Netflix samurai show.
We've seen that movie before.
We're staying with my Asian brothers and sisters.
We've seen it before. The Last Samurai, we've seen it before. Samurai Jack, we've seen it before. White Samurai.
Samurai Jack. Samurai Jack's not white.
His name's Jack, so I'm assuming he's white.
Well, he's not, but he says it in there that he's not white. He's Japanese, doesn't he?
I've never seen a black man named Jack.
We also saw Monster NATO.
Oh yeah, that was awful.
That looks really bad.
That CGI was something better.
Yeah,
88. It was pretty bad.
One of those movies that like sci-fi would have had. Like a direct sci-fi movie where they were just taking two different things and combining them. Spider Monkey or Banana Chicken. Horror movie.
You love the way they see what they talk about. He used to sit there and watch it like this shit's terrible.
We saw the trailer, the beta trailer for the finals.
That looks fire.
It does. It looks pretty good.
That looks fire.
And then Good Burger 2, which we will be reviewing on the show hopefully within the next month or so.
Good Burger, home of the Good Burger.
Wow, that is not on like melody, key, tone, anything at all. Try it again, Devon.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the
No,
Good
what is
Burger.
happening? What is happening? What? Hold on. I'm trying to figure out where you're going wrong. Do it one more time.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger.
That was better. You didn't put the weird inflection.
Yeah, I know.
Welcome to Good Burger.
Good Burger.
Yeah, I'm like, welcome to Good Burger. Oh, what a good burger. Can I take your order?
Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome to Mondo Burger, home of the Mondo Burger.
Hey. Would y'all have eaten that Mondo Burger? I would have tried it out too.
I think it was huge. It would have been like, for the value I'm getting a good value here. I mean, the burger's twice as big as their burgers and about the same price.
Same price.
So I'm gonna buy the bigger burger.
And then when he got mad at Ed, he said when they had the Ed sauce, and said, you know what? Let's double the size of the burgers. They're already huge. Now we got even bigger Mondo burgers. Look, they would have got me just by that right there.
What's happening here? All right.
Do they have a special sauce?
Ed did.
Did they ever say what it was?
Ed special sauce.
Every time he would go to say it, Keenan would stop him.
Okay, I was gonna say they should release that. Like they should release what the special sauce is, or release the special sauce like in, not theaters, but release it in like stores, like as a novelty thing.
Yeah, I'm about to say that shit looked fire for some reason. It was orange. It was bright orange.
It was just orange soda.
I'd be pissed. I would be pissed. Got a little kick to it, like that's orange soda. That's disgusting.
Who loves orange soda?
Yeah, loves orange soda. I put the screw in the tuna.
Is it true? I put the screw. I didn't realize it was the first episode. In the tuna. I
showed my dad that episode because he never understood.
So we're gonna go on to our last segment here called Ranker. I barely know her. Showed your dad what?
Yeah. No, I was just saying basically that I showed my dad that episode of I put the screw in the tuna because he'd never seen it, and I always wondered why we did that. And he was like, "Oh, okay." So he fucked with it.
I put the screw
And the tuna.
All right,
Please
so
forgive me.
for this week's Ranker I Barely Know, where we're gonna do best '90s TV shows, and we're gonna do top 10. The way this works is we're gonna go on to Ranker.com, and I picked out a list. We're gonna go through and see if we're gonna vote together on what should make the list, what should make the list. I'm gonna start with number 11, just to give
Just 'cause it's
perspective on
Cheers.
number 10, but we're not voting on this one. Number 11 is Cheers, which should be number 1.
I feel like it's more of an 80s show than a 90s show.
Yeah, it's probably
I've
true.
never seen that shit.
Premiered in 1982, but it says it's a 90s show. So I don't know how this works.
It ran into the 90s. Like it had its
Did it?
part of its run was in the 90s. Yeah, because how many seasons was it?
I don't know. You're gonna have to look it up.
I'm pretty sure it ran into the 90s.
It says
All
it
right, well,
premiered
you
in
look that
82.
up.
On the thing, it said it premiered in 82.
It premiered in 82, right?
Yeah, it premiered in 82 and went
When I was born.
until
Yeah, so that's not a 90s show. That's
1993. It ran
that's
until
an 80s
1993.
show.
Yeah, like the tail
That
end went
counts.
into the 90s, but it's more of an 80s show. Like its peak was in the 80s. Okay, what's number 10?
So then number 10. So our first one is Rugrats.
Okay, it
Not mad
deserves
at
to
it.
be in there.
Not mad at it at all.
Rugrats had me.
No,
in
it's not
a
mad at it.
chokehold.
I'd say we vote up.
Yeah, I'm about to
I'm
say
cool
I'm
voting up on
looking
it.
for
Yeah.
upvote.
Yeah. I
All
forgot
right,
we were
number
actually
9
voting
is
on
Home
you.
Improvement.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Home Improvement's number.
I'm downvoting this.
I'm
downvoting?
voting. Yeah. Home Improvement.
It's a good show. I gotta go
More
upvote.
power. More power.
It's definitely. I think it's definitely better than Rugrats.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, I want to say
Number 8. Well, it is. It's what we voted. Number 8 is the X Files.
I just voted that it was good.
never seen it.
I've
No,
only watched a little bit of it, but it was definitely a
I feel like
cultural phenomenon.
I feel like it doesn't hold up. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna vote down.
What I saw did, but if we got
I
majority
haven't
no,
watched
we're
it
going
in
to go down.
forever, but
Yeah, never really watched it.
Number 7, Pinky and the Brain.
Pinky and the Brain was fire.
Brain.
What are we gonna do today? Take over
I'm
the
going
world.
with an upvote.
Same thing we do every day, Pinky. We're gonna take over the world.
Yeah, we're gonna upvote. Upvote that.
Pinky and the Brain is fire.
Number 6, The Golden Girls.
I feel like this is another 80s show that ran into the
also
90s.
in the 90s, but it's I'm still gonna give it its due.
Girls, I'm still giving it a upvote because it's
All right.
It's one of the goats.
That's y'all. I don't watch that shit.
You need
number
to watch
5.
Golden Girls. Shit is fine.
I always come in on random episodes, but
downvote.
that was
Number
my
5 is
show,
Friends. So
Downvote.
yesterday, the day before we're recording this was Halloween. I was like, look, Matthew Perry died. I want to try to watch something in it with him, but also watch a Halloween show. I didn't finish it.
It
was awful.
The Halloween episode.
It was so not funny.
It's bad. I'm telling you, it's bad.
It's not a
funny.
good show.
So I'm going down.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to downvote.
Shit sucks.
And
All
it's a
right.
rip-off.
Yeah.
Living Singles better.
Number 4, That 70s Show.
Upvote.
And this is for sure.
Hyde.
Yeah, upvote that.
Yeah, fuck Hyde. Number 3 is Fresh Prince.
Yes, upvote that. That's the greatest show to me. So go ahead, upvote that.
Number 2 is The Simpsons.
Okay, so 90s version of The Simpsons is an upvote.
Yeah. Yes. Agreed.
Specifically the 90s version.
I like the 2000 version though. I like 2000 version.
I like 2000s too, but I feel like it's ran its course at this point.
Yeah. It's done now.
Yeah, like I would say post Simpsons movie, it's ran its course. But
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, that movie is kind of like
yeah.
Y'all did everything y'all needed.
I don't know. Yeah.
I do quote that movie all the time. I was elected
all right.
to lead, not to read.
Number one is Married with Children.
I wouldn't put it
I don't
at
think this
number
should be number
one.
one.
I don't think it should be
I'm
number one,
downvoting.
but I still upvote it for it's great. It's a great show.
Yeah, I'm
voting
upvoting too.
down. I'm voting down
I'm
because it
upvoting
should be
too.
one.
Yeah, I think it's a fire show. I don't think it's the greatest show ever.
No,
The greatest 90s show ever. I don't think any 90s show is beating Fresh Prince. That's the best 90s show ever.
I would take out Friends and put Martin.
Boy Meets World.
Yeah. And I'll put Seinfeld in there. Where's Seinfeld at?
Well, yeah, where is Seinfeld?
Glad it's not on this list.
Whoa.
Well, we're going to do plugs. Bad guy, do you got anything to plug?
Plug you with his fist if you insult Seinfeld. Seinfeld again.
So you can catch me on social medias at Bad Guy Spoken. Catch the Bad Guy Spoken podcast on YouTube. You can catch the Unbiased podcast also on the same channel. It's football podcast. So go check that out if you like football. And you can check out Hood Movie Reviews. That's also on the same channel. Review all your favorite and not so favorite Hood movies. These last couple have been my not so favorite movies, have been ass. But check them out. Like I said, we just reviewed what's that movie fucking called?
Jason's Lyrics.
Jason's Lyric, and what you call it should be coming out soon too. Fucking Leprechaun in the Hood. Awful movie, by the way. Awful, but it's one of those bad movies that it's got a charm to it. It's got a charm to it. No pun intended.
Devon.
Despite the Seinfeld slander, I will still give you guys my plugs. So it's Dumb Money T13 DAMONEY T13 on Twitter, TikTok, Threads, the Pornhub, Brazzers, on everything.
Pornhub. You don't want to see Pornhub. Goats.
You can find all the shows on T13 Media Network on our website at t13media.com.
Happy free pre-Festivus. And I said I'm out. That was a Seinfeld reference.
He was so long. So wait a minute.
Just trying to do the plugs, man. You can find all the shows on T13 Media Network on our website at t13media.com. Rate and review us on Spotify and Apple Podcast. Fire fuck off. That's golden rule.
What's with airports?
All right.
That's the worst part of the show.
That is.
Geek off.
Bye.